Holy shit, has it been a long time since I made one of these. So, hey guys, Xel'crin here, and this is an update video. Now, like I said, we haven't done this in ages, and that is because I haven't really felt a reason to, because for this past 6 months, my channel's been essentially under lockdown because of that false strike that somebody decided to, take the channel down with, and then I had to get it back, and then for some reason YouTube upheld there was a fucking good strike. I don't know why. I'm not going to bother with the politics behind it, but regardless, it happened. But this video is to tell you that is over. Now, in my other video, I said that I would take matters further. However, YouTube, one, fixed what they were doing. They did not remove the strike, which you have no idea how bad it was, but they did restore the view counters that were on the videos, and they did return the appropriate locations of where those videos are. Now, what I mean by that is, if you look up the game Eversion right now, you will find that, or, well, at least at the time of this video anyway, you will find that Eversion is pretty much at the top of the relevance scale on YouTube right now. And that video is, of course, by me. Now, it's not my normal shtick where I record my stuff, but regardless, it is a video by me. So you can imagine somebody who got a video that far would want that. Yeah, terrible, I know, but this is not scripted at all. I just have a little paper in front of me with the topics on it, but this is not scripted at all, so this is going to happen. I'm sorry. But my point is, somebody who loses that obviously wants it returned to where it was, and rightfully was, and they did that. So, and it's, trust me, I still would have probably considered going after them had I gained more support. The issue is, I didn't get enough support. The fact of the matter is, one, the issue was murky. It is their site and a lot of other things. Two, I am just too small a channel. I really am. And honestly, I don't really want to fight YouTube either. They do a lot of bad shit, but they do a lot of good shit too. So I just want to address that I'm not flip-flopping my stance at all. They really need to fix everything that they've been doing wrong, like with hashtag WTFU. They really need to fucking address everything that has been stated in that hashtag movement. And that isn't even a hashtag movement. That should have been a movement ages ago, and it kind of was a small movement before that came around, but regardless, I still support that, and I always will. But there's nothing I can do about it at present because my channel is too small, other than obviously speak out, as I have been on social media, retweeting what the big boys, as I like to call them, are saying, and all that. But this video now is to talk about the fact that from now, just as many other big YouTubers do, even those who speak in the movement do, I am going, and rightfully, by the way, because a lot of this video editing and stuff like that may look easy, and just doing videos in general, trust me, it's not. Like, a lot of people believe you just put yourself in front of a camera and the magic happens. No, there's way more to that. You don't just make a video and publish it. I mean, some channels do, but good luck getting an audience that's going to watch, like, 4-hour videos and getting 4-hour videos out daily. Good luck with that. There's tons of problems and reasons you're not going to be able to do that. But this video is to tell you that I will be putting ads on all of my recorded and edited videos. Let me explain what that means. Basically, as you know, during this 6-month period, we've just had a fucking mass upload of my Twitch content. And that's because, simply put, under the strike, YouTube disallowed me the ability to post 20-minute videos, which is the standard time I like for my videos. And the issue is, it's a rigid timeline. It's not variable at all. It's literally 50 minutes is the cutoff. So I would have to make my videos 10 minutes or so for variable reasons, because I try to make all my videos about 20 minutes with vary. What that means is 20 minutes minimum. I can go a little bit over sometimes, and I sometimes do. Sometimes it's by seconds. Sometimes it's by whole 10, 20 minutes. Depends really on what is happening. The issue is, under this strike, I couldn't be variable. It was a set. You go over 15 minutes, the video is not getting uploaded. So I was forced, realizing that Twitch had an option to export Twitch highlights to YouTube, I was essentially forced to just upload my Twitch content as daily stuff, because otherwise, I'm sorry, none of you would have gotten daily stuff. And if you did get daily stuff, it would be garbage. It would be 10-minute bullshit that none of you would like. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, it would make me feel a little greedy because I realized the moment this ended, this strike ended, I would have shit tons of 10-minute videos, and all of them would have ads, probably, depending. And, recorded stuff I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about the Twitch highlights. Those would always be 15 minutes. But my recorded videos would be 10 minutes, and that would, I don't know, it just feels wrong to me to give you 10 minutes of content and go, okay, give me more money, please. I just don't like that. I don't like the idea of that. And I was just willing to stick it out and wait the 6 months before I was going to put ads on my recorded stuff. Now, in the topic of recorded stuff, I am going to be returning to recorded videos. That means the full 1080p, 60 FPS, super bitrate quality and all that. And that will be going up again. I don't have a date, so don't hold me to anything, because what I'm doing is I'm essentially filling up a 6 terabyte hard drive. I know that's a lot, but trust me, if you're into video stuff, you know that's not a lot. With footage that I'm editing and all that stuff. And once that's done, I'm going to mass upload it so you just get tons of stuff on top of the Twitch highlights. So that way, I can have lots of content for you guys without having to worry about having to record every day, because my life is busy on top of trying to, do a story. For those of you who don't know, which is probably a lot of you, because, life, the way things go on the internet, I am actually not an author yet. I would eventually want to become an author, because to be an author you have to write a book, obviously, and publish it. And while I've written stories, none of them are published, or there's a single one for profit. There's a single one for profit, but it's just a little thing I did anyway, and it's like 99 cents. But my point is, and that's not self-promotion either. If you want to call it that, go ahead. I didn't intend it that way. But anyway, I'm a writer. So I have to balance my life between attempting to write, video editing, because I also video edit my friend's shit, and as well as just doing the video itself and rendering it and all this mess. So I have to edit my own shit. I got to edit my friend's shit. I do a lot, basically, is my point. And this way, when I upload all of it in mass, you will have content. Especially now, as a YouTube partner, I can now schedule my content, so it will go out no matter what, unless YouTube has a problem, in which case I will make an apology video, but it really is on YouTube. But under the scheduler, basically, I no longer, once I mass publish anything, I don't have to worry about controlling the upload thing. Like, for all this time, I've basically just waited till like 11 o'clock at night, and then I said, okay, time to publish, time to tag, do all that. Now, I can tag on my videos ahead of time and just do it that way and have it scheduled and just work on my videos, and I don't have to spend a solid hour or so just tagging and all that shit. I can just do that now. And that, I'm sorry, that is an amazing feeling. Because now I don't have to worry about all that. I'm probably not going to set anything scheduled yet, but I'm going to do it with my newer stuff, my newer highlights that are going to be coming out, because that way I can just do them all at once and then not worry about it for like a week or so. And that way, again, more stuff can get done. But anyway, now I want to talk about, well, I should clarify this, though, about the ads. My AdSense account, that's the account and how I make my money, and some kind of legal bullshit, I don't know. But that account is pending review. So hopefully, despite my history with YouTube and how shit they've been in treating me and plenty of other small channels, hopefully, big hopefully here, because I need this money to live, because I want to do this for a living, I want to hope, and I am hoping, that it'll go through. Anyway, though. Sorry about that. Somebody walked in. Anyway, now, I was now going to discuss another thing. I said all my recorded videos for a reason. What I want to talk about now is the Twitch highlights themselves. Now, I am not a greedy person. I am not a corrupt person. I understand that I'm pretty sure you have some problems with the Twitch highlights, and you are perfectly, I hear you. I mean, no one is verbally saying it, and nobody has said it yet in the comment section, but I know, because I feel this way, that when I watch my Twitch highlights and I'm like, oh, things are getting good, and then it suddenly cuts off directly at the 15-minute mark, that you're a little frustrated. I get that. So that's why I want to ask you, This is entirely your decision, watcher of this video. May I please run ads on my Twitch highlights? This is entirely your choice. I'm not going to hate you or even argue with you if you say no. If one of you leaves a nasty comment, of course, I may argue with you, how I do things. But if you just cast your vote as no and I somehow see it, which I don't think is even possible on Twitter polls and all that, but if I do not think that I will disrespect you, that I will get mad at you, or anything. I want you to give me your legitimate and honest opinion. And a lot of people probably would just run their AdSense stuff on it anyway, but I don't want to do that because the issue is, at some point, I intend to do this for the rest of my life. I don't intend to really stop this. This is going to be a thing, okay? Some people don't want it to be a thing, as the false claimer who tried to take down this channel and almost succeeded did, because after all, he did take down the channel. Luckily, he got back. But lots of people don't want this channel to be a thing, but at the same time, lots of people do want this channel to be a thing. And for those of you who do want this channel to be a thing, to continue doing this, I need money. It's a bad reality. I wish it wasn't reality, but I do. It's the only way to make this a thing. Because right now, I am technically pretty young. I just turned 18 in October. I am young. Obviously, I don't have my own place yet, so you can pretty much get, you know where I live, obviously, then, if I don't have my own place. Definitely not on the street if I'm making a video with a high-quality mic like this. So, you can pretty much fill in the blank for where I'm living. So, I'm not in a situation in which I have to get another job or anything. But if the instance comes up where I am, for whatever reason, kicked out, very unlikely, but if I am, or anything like that happens in which I have to get my own place, obviously I would need a stable income, or at least some level of income, to be able to survive out there. That is basically my argument for wanting to run Twitch highlight ads. But the reasons I can see you getting mad are not only the video cutoff point. Here's a fact. A Twitch highlight does not require much of my editing. I edit a little bit. What I do is I edit where the stream starts, the specific part where it starts, not actually starts where it's good enough that we can put it on YouTube. Then I put it all the way to the end, and that's it, or wherever there's a cutoff point or anything like that. And then I export it as 15-minute segments, and that's it. That's all I do. Compared to the work I put into my other videos, Twitch highlights are very little effort on my part. It's effort, but very little compared to what I put on my other videos. And the quality is also very affected because it's going off of my stream quality, which is not 1080p. It is 720p, lower 720p at that, because in the United States, as a normal person, you don't get much for your internet. I have probably the best a consumer can get if you're not like crazy rich. So, but regardless, my point is, I can see why one of you, or any of you, if not many of you, would not be okay with me putting highlights, or making Twitch highlights have ads. I can see why some of you might see that as bad, because I can even see, like, if I'm watching that moment where it's like something super serious is going to happen, and then there's an ad right there, obviously somebody's going to get mad, and I know that. Even I get mad at it sometimes, but I mean, obviously the solution is, edit your own streams, but let me put it to you this way. Because of the quality of it, I just don't feel like I should bother. Because the problem is, normally I like to high-res everything. I like to do it at the best of my ability, and some people don't like to believe this, but editing videos is an art. And I don't like seeing my art come out in just 720p, so I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it other than just put it on YouTube. It's that simple. So, but for that reason, I can see why, people would get bad. But my point is, I'm going to make a poll. I believe we can now do that on YouTube, so I'm going to do a poll in this video. And pretty much on all my social media. And I'm going to gather data from that poll. And if the poll doesn't decide anything, because I'm a small channel, sometimes people just don't vote in these things at all, which is okay, I guess. But do vote for what you want, and if you're okay with it, I'm going to run ads in the highlights. If you're not okay with it, Okay, I won't. And if I do, you tell me it's on there and I will immediately take it off because that is a mistake. And I'm very sorry. It's either a mistake or somebody was an asshole and copyright claimed my videos because you know how YouTube is with copyright and video gaming and shit like that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to do that. And please let me know your honest, legitimate thoughts. Now, see, this, by the way, just I want to say this while we're here. This video wouldn't exist right now had this strike still existed, because this video is now officially over 15 minutes. So there you go. But anyway, that's the majority of the important stuff, but I would like to talk just a little bit, since I mentioned my story. For those of you who are into my story, you would know from social media updates, if you followed, that I am in the process of revising everything. And currently, I know there's nothing on Wattpad. I'm working on that. I have almost completed Ghost of the Nether. Ghost of the Nether is huge. Everyone knows who's read the original. Ghost of the Nether is huge. It's also got plenty of problems in it too, which is why this revision has taken so long. So, yeah. There's been lots of... I've even updated some things in the story, and some people are probably going to not be happy about that, but at the same time, I want everyone I want to say for the record, nothing I post is technically, written as finished until I say it's finished. I want everyone to understand that. As the person who made this story, nothing is finished until I say it's finished. Because the issue is, recently even, you know the whole Letzi thing. You might have followed that, you might have not. She was my girlfriend. I don't know what's happened because issues happen with her parents basically being psychopaths. And regardless, I'm not going to go into the political bullshit behind it and the nonsense and all that happened. But what I am going to say is I had written about 3 to 4 or 5-ish chapters of her character. And the issue is I was like milliseconds from putting the first 2 or 3 chapters on DeviantArt. Now, this is where real life comes in. Had I put those things on, I could have gotten in trouble. Or I don't know, because the issue is I would have probably taken them down, because as of yet I'm sad, but I have to admit she's not back. And honestly, at this point, I'm not so sure she is coming back. But my point is, shit happens sometimes in a story, and you have to make changes sometimes. Now, obviously, once this thing is published and all that, and goes through the process of... Everyone struggles as a writer and as a creative person. This is done, and any typos and anything like that you see, once it's gone through an editor, basically is what I'm going to say, because editors know their shit. Once it's gone through an editor and I publish it for money and all that, then it will be finished, and I will never touch that thing again, and everything is set in stone, my mistakes, everything. It's set in stone. I will not touch it. It could be edited by someone else in the future after I die, but that's out of my hands, obviously. But the story will not be changed at that point. So basically what I'm saying is, consider everything I write on DeviantArt to be a draft, really. A close to... It's not really a draft either, because it's out in the public for people to see, so I don't know what you can't call it. Just... The best word I can think of is draft. If you can think of a better word, by all means, just put it in the comments. I'll start saying that from now on. But consider them drafts, please. And obviously, all criticism is welcomed. I enjoy criticism. Some people don't believe that people can enjoy criticism. I do, because it tells me you actually read my story, and you have the patience, the time, and the effort to actually give me advice and other things for my story. That being said, if you just put a comment like, you suck, obviously I'm just going to disregard you and say, okay, whatever, dude. So, yeah. Anyway, I've been rambling, but to be fair, it's been a really long time since we've done this. We might make this more of a thing now that we can, and hopefully always will, be able to do this. Hope to God we never get another strike, though, because the issue is, and this is where I am different from most channels, I don't want a partnership, and I do not currently have a partnership. What that means is people like Markiplier, people like PewDiePie, people, all the big boys basically, are under some kind of partnership, whether it be Maker, Machinima, don't even get me started on Machinima, but I won't say anything for legal reasons, Machinima, Polaris, plenty of places that have these big YouTubers or smaller YouTubers in them. I don't want any of them. I have been offered before partnerships, and at the moment, I don't want any of them. I just don't. I do not like the idea of my content being under any regulations besides YouTube's, because I have no choice, honestly. Like, if I could, I would just do whatever the hell I want, and I still honestly do whatever the hell I want, but my point is, because YouTube's so leaning on that, it works. For the most part, YouTube is leaning on that anyway. In these other things, there's plenty of politics and all kinds of bullshit that goes on in there that I don't want anything to do with. Like, they could lock your account under contract and tons of other absolute bullshit that I don't want to have to do with. So, yeah, I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to say is hope there isn't a strike, because I got no one but myself, my brain power, and all my resources. That's all I've got. But you better damn well remember that I will use all of them to keep this channel alive. So anyway, guys, as I said, we need to do this more often because it's been fun. Just talking to you all and having an honest-to-God conversation about things. But now it is time for me to go because it's just late as hell. I've got editing and writing and exercising and my life. But anyway, guys, this has been Xel'crin, and I'll see you in the next video, stream, or wherever the fuck you find me. And one final thing before we go. Thank you so very much for those of you who have stayed the 6 months that this channel has just been under absolute bullshit. Thank you for sticking with even despite the 15-minute highlights, remaining with the channel and still giving me plenty of support, whether it just be in a simple view, a like, a comment, anything. Thank you for that. I mean it from the deepest of my heart. Thank you. So, again, anyway, guys, this has been Xel'crin, and I'll see you in this video, stream, or wherever the fuck you find me. Bye, guys.